Hello and welcome to my reading. To this little bit of Palo Santo. Cleanse the area, cleanse you. Thank you for coming. Appreciate. I do have the TV on in the background, so if you do hear any speaking, sorry. Okay, the first cards to come out so far. We've got the Strength card. We've got the King of Pentacles. Got the Empress. We've got the Nine of Wands, is that? 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 of Wands. We've got the Seven of Cups. We've got the 10 of Wands. Couples falling down. Okay, in reverse, we've got the Nine of Swords. Upright, we have the Seven of Swords. So our cards are flipped over. Bit strange. Okay, and our card that's flipped over is the Moon card. We do have some additional cards here, but they're a bit too much, and I think I'd rather not. Although we do have the King of Pentacles, and here's the Queen of Pentacles. That's what I'll do. Let's see how many there is. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. That's what I do. These cards, I'll read them later. Right, I just need one for the crown for the read, because that's how I read, and then we'll begin reading. Okay, 2 from the table and 1's on the floor, so I'll take the one on the floor. Some readers don't do this, but I will today, which is the Six of Cups. Okay, so the crown of your read is Six of Cups. Bottom of the pack is the Queen of Cups. So what I can see, this is quite a mixture, really, to be fair. I think a little bit of love and a little bit of coming to the end of a passion, I'd say. Actually, I would actually say this is an end of a relationship. This is the start of the end of a relationship. So I'm just going to quickly just drink some of my tea. Okay, let's start. So the first card is the Empress. She's the first card. and basically she's a very powerful card or energy, as we relate to. Usually the Empress represents pregnancy sometimes, or it can represent like the mother of all of the all of the queens really. To be fair, she's like a part of the Queen of Cups and all the other queens, but on a whole new level really, because the Empress is the counterpart to the Emperor, which is traditionally someone who was a ruler of more than one kingdom. So you have become an emperor or empire. So the King of Pentacles, is, I believe, is this current partner to the Empress. The King of Pentacles again is a king who's obviously at the top of his game. Very well, not passionate so much, but very worldly. You know, has a lot of materialistic gains in the world. You know, he's collected a few things, maybe a nice car, a well kitted out house, and all the trimmings to go with it. The King of Pentacles, in my eyes, represents a lot of money, wealth. Next to it, we have the Strength. Now, when you look at the Strength card, I start to show you here. The Strength card is it's actually a noble person. It could even be the Empress. Sort of taming a lion there, which is strength. Strength usually could indicate a Leo, I believe, or it could just mean the strength to carry on. You know, in terms of what life basically. And obviously, going down to the next row, we have the ten of wands, which is burden really. And if you was to follow the suit of the wands, it's coming to the end. Okay, so in the center of your read, you have the options card, or some people call this. I love this card because some people see this as a negative card, but I think if you know what you want, the options, they're the Seven of Cups. You know what you want really, and if you know what you want, being precisive in what you need, you will make the right choices. But obviously, scattered brain, scattered mind, someone who clearly is easily led would find this energy right hard to cope with. But if you're on your game, you'll know what the right things. That's why I call it options, because you'll know what you want and you can see all the other things on offer. Next to it, we have the Nine of Wands, which is a little bit self-cagey, you know. If you see the guy there, he's you know, looks like he's been through some wars. You know, he's got his barriers up, and he's very passionate about keeping out what needs to be out basically. And again, it's a sign of coming to the end. This is why I think this is a relationship ending. And the reason why I think it's a relationship ending, because I think the Empress hasn't truly got her counterpart, which would be the Emperor. That's what I'm seeing right now. Something's come to light. Now, the Moon card is also a Pisces card, but it also means things hidden, to be fair, which I think is coming to light. There's a lot of yellow, which is solar plexus energy, but there's a lot of bright colours, and I think this represents the light being shone over some particular incident or something that's gonna come to light. Because next to that is the Seven of Swords. Now, the Seven of Swords for me is a very sneaky energy. This energy generally represents trying to get away with what you can, really. And just quickly count this in. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 of Swords represents an energy of coming out. Yeah, it's in reverse, of being in your head and not having enough sleep. Feeling as if you know, you're unresolved, and it plays on your mind all night, and leaving you in a bad energy where you this is negative energy, obviously, an energy where you're kind of not at your best really, because you're overridden with thoughts which run into the night. You're constantly thinking about things, And obviously it could be a sign of insomnia, really, to be fair. But you're coming out of that energy, because I believe you're coming out of that balance, which is the crown of your. I'll just quickly show you the crown, which is at the top of your reading. Is this like basically like, you know, the Six of Cups is like a balance card, a card of basically that means you know, equal give and share, really. I know it doesn't look like it at the, hold on 1 second. The Six of Cups, I'm actually thinking the Six of Coins for some reason. And I think me thinking the Six of Coins, and even though this is the Six of Cups, I know they do represent something else, but I saw basically I read through what I see and pick up. Sometimes it may not necessarily represent what the card represents in meaning, but I'm picking up something which I don't know why. That card does pop up, I will be shocked. Let me just see if it's over here. No, it's not over there. Another pile. Yeah, so it's the Six of Cups, which basically means someone from the past. Generally, Six of Cups means that, really, the energy. But it's also like a play. It's like a play sort of energy where, if you look, someone's giving them flowers in a cup, you know, and it's a bit like the what is it now? It's a little bit like the Page of Cups when he's got the fish inside the cup. You know, obviously someone's sending them flowers, and they've got 6 cups full of white flowers in it, which again, white represents like, you know, like a cleansing you know, white. You put white on certain to show cleansed, to show that you're you know, if you're in war, maybe to that you're prepared to sort of give up and hand down. So if those people watching from Ukraine or Russia in this case, but yeah, I just don't know why I see the coins in that. I don't know why. So I still think this is someone breaking up. I still think that, and I'm gonna carry on there. So the first thing I'm gonna put a card on, right, is this coin. I'm saying it again. It's this Six of Cups. The reason being is because I still think with what I'm saying, is someone's breaking up, basically. A marriage has come to an end, or it could mean the Empress energy has realized her worth, and the King of Pentacles, with his materialistic traps, you could say, doesn't fully captivate the Empress's true abilities. Here we go. So we have here in reverse is the Ace of Wands. Now I'm going to need one more card for that. So there's a blockage of somewhere. And maybe this could be a blockage of money if you go through, because I'm going with the coins there, and I do think that this could be a pun, and it's double meaning, basically. And this could be that if you do go through to the divorce, this person may block your money or try to stop you from getting what's rightly yours if you've been married, putting in that time and energy. And this energy I'm picking up on, so it could be either the male or the female, 2 females, 2 males. I mean, in tarot, sex and gender and time, things like that, is irrelevant, really, to be fair. So okay, we've got another 3 cards. So we've got in reverse, we've got the 5 of Swords, we've got the Tower in reverse, and we've got the Hangman also in reverse. Just sitting there trying to look at these cards a little bit, and just going over them a little bit. Hangman in reverse represents someone who will take the time to look at the situation from a different angle, basically. The Tower represents, for me, the Tower represents unstable foundations. You know, the Tower coming to a crash, coming to an end, you know, basically, which is out of your control and cannot be stopped. So in reverse, I always like to say, I know some people would say I'm reading this wrong, but I like to think of the Tower reverse would be stopping that, you know, going down and put some underpinning in that little sandy, chalky foundations that someone's put down and actually make right with the foundation. So I know I said before that it's divinely done, basically, or it's out of your control. But maybe you're prolonging this. That's what that could represent. And the Five of Swords is the enviness. So that's an envy card, really. But in reverse, I'd say that you're coming out of that enviness. But you're still going to be blocked if it is money. So if it is money, I think they'll block you. If it is the cups, the Six of Cups, I believe this is your energy here, which I would probably read into looking at it from a different perspective has changed your view on something, and you've come out of that envious looking output or outlook, which could be negative, to be fair. And it's funny how all of those cards have popped up in reverse, and the rest of the cards in the pack, the bottom of the pack here is the Knight of Cups. Now, I like to say the Knight of Cups is basically a love on the move, really, to be fair. Horses generally are moving parts, knights are no different, they ride the horses. So it's a moving card. It's a quite, it's about a medium movement. I mean, the fastest being the Knight of Swords. Now, that moves quick, that energy. And the Pentacles, it's the slowest. Oh my God, that's so slow, that energy. So moving on now, so we've got oh sorry, and actually we're at the end of your read, which is the Nine of Swords, and that brings me to wanting to find out what the Nine of Swords is about. So I've got two cards that's popped up, and the Empress here. So these two have popped up in reverse as well. I don't know why they are. So the Page of Cups, which I was just talking about earlier. The Page of Cups basically is a message. Basically, the pages are messengers that they send a message to. So Page of Cups in reverse, it's a little bit petty, sort of love, really. So and that's there. And the Two of Wands in reverse, again, it's like waiting. So you're coming out waiting, really, to be fair. That's the reason why it makes sense to me. That's the reason why you're coming out of being in your head. Actually, I think what you see here was that you was being rather petty, or the situation was being petty. And then that's actually flipped around now. So yeah, there you go. But it was like that originally. So yeah, so I believe you're actually the Hangman, which is now we've come to light for your crown, actually displays that this actually, I actually feel like I'm reading correctly here when I say that you're coming out of waiting, and the sort of, because remember, Page also is a beginning of something. It's like it represents a child in age, or if you're beginning something new, like if you've never driven before, you would be a page, because you're at the beginning of your journey as a driver, or I don't know, a teacher, or I don't know, a pilot or something, So they're all movement, by the way, cards. I mean, all movement adjective. I just said that, funny enough. And anyway, here comes the wow, here comes the Emperor. The Empress is here. Now, I know where this is going straight away. This has got to go on top of the King of Pentacles, which is the second card next to the Empress. I'll pull it on sideways because I think this is the reason. I think the reason why your relationship is coming to an end is because you found your perfect counterpart. And that's in the bottom of the pack here is the manifest. Now, I don't know if you manifested this or that is the situation that you come to. I'm not sure. But underneath that again is a Scorpio card, which is also the Death card, which is transformation. This is a transformation, and I think going by these clarifications here, I think I'm clarifying the King of Pentacles as either changing, and this can go two ways. The King of Pentacles could either be changing into a Emperor from a King of Pentacles, and the transformation which is he has or she has manifested into that, or the other storyline that I'm picking up from here is that the transformation of this king didn't amount to the Emperor, which it needed to be. So although he's changing, or she is changing, it is quiet isn't enough. They all go in sideways. Now the bottom of the pack is the eight of so just neating up the cards. It's the Eight of Wands, which represents really communications, and it's strongly telling me that if I am right, or your person is in talks with this person. And what is that? Look at that, the King of Cups, and it's definitely love. Oh my gosh, it's definitely love's on the cards there. So yeah, I actually think that this relationship will actually be classed as your ex or your old relationship. Right, I'm gonna my readings. I generally do the oracle cards in it. Some people like to clarify, but sometimes the oracle cards, I think, if you just do a quick little spread of the oracle cards, actually confirms what you're saying. Because these cards do work together. They work really well. One is dropped, and I can't see what it is. Oh, you're kidding me. Okay, so the first card, believe it or not, is love from the oracles. Oh my god, there we go. So I'll take all these cards. So we have Queen, we have Gain, we have Hurrah, which is spiritual man. We have Menaraji, we have Magic, and we have Abundance. Okay, so for some reason I think the energies are quickly mixed up a little bit, because the way I've laid these cards out, just above the Queen is the Emperor. So I think the Emperor is actually an Empress, and the Empress is actually an Emperor, or it could be two Empresses, one being a man side of it. I hope I haven't offended anyone, and the other being a bit more of the feminine side. I'm not sure if that's right, but I think that's how I'm seeing it. I hope I am. I hope I haven't offended anyone, by the way. Okay, yes, I think this is the Emperor is a woman. That's what I'm starting to think. So we've got love, we've got Queen, we've got Gain, we've got Hurrah, which is a masculine energy. And we've got Minaraji, which is like basically things in a box. You know, some people like to categorize things and put things into boxes. I pretty much what I've just done there. I could have read that wrong, maybe, I'm not sure, but I think I'm actually using my intuition a little bit here. We've got Magic and we've got Abundance. Now, last time I've done a reading, the Magic card come up, and I said I didn't feel like it was a negative. Now there've been a few wands. Now some readers read the wands in a negative connotation, and I think a little bit of it today. I think some sort of some kind of witchcraft work on the negative has been done here, because there's a few wands here. I know wands represent the fire of the zodiac, but we can't. Well, I won't look at this as maybe someone's put a hand in with using some kind of crafts. Maybe they don't even know what they're doing. Maybe, I'm not sure, but that has appeared, and I'm seeing it quite negative today. And Abundance, and I said at the beginning that I thought I saw the Crown, which was the Six of Cups, to be the six of coin. Nah, and I said they'll try to block. I don't know if you remember me saying this. The actually it's sitting right here. Just quickly grab it. The ace of wands is in reverse, and I said that's usually represents a block. These two kind of bring to me magic or negative magic. It really does. That's why I'm saying that. Okay, but overall, there is not a lot of negativity going on. I know someone's using witchcraft, supposedly, but above that is money, and below that is abundance. So read into that yourself, what you think that might be. I think someone might be trying to block your money. Like as I did say, if this is an ending, which I believe it is, to a marriage, it's going to get dirty, and I believe whichever counterpart will try to block your money. Now I've said it a few times, and I've seen it again going down. So the queen in the box, you know, that kind of, there's no pun there, by the way, just in case anyone's laughing or thinks that's funny in any strange way. But the queen in the box, maybe that's the energy is this energy he's trying to, maybe it could even be a narcissist who's trying to categorize you into something, you know. Don't let them do that, because that could be part of this magic. And the love and the hurrah, just kind of shows, you know, self-love. That's what I see there, self-love, and all of it comes down to this abundance. So I actually think this is a really good read, to be fair. Now, there was a couple of cards that fell out, and I said I'll read them later. Here's the point for me to do this. So the cards that fell out earlier is the Fool, is the Queen of Pentacles, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 of coins, the Knight of Wands, the 3 of Pentacles, the Wheel of Fortune, the King of Wands, we have the 10 of Cups, the last card, we have Temperance. Now, this could be the same situation. One crown could be the coin, and the other crown could be the cups, the 6 of Cups. This could be the other part to that reading, because it all kind of sits up, and there is no need for me to get another crown at the top of the read. Here you can see the bottom of the pack is the communication. So this actually could be the communication of the new partner, which is shown here on the read as being the Emperor. So we've got the first card that's come up, or the first card in my read, should I say, is the 7 of Coins, which is reaping what you sow, really. And I think it's if you look here, it's actually in line with the Empress, and I think some of it is the fault of the Empress, thinking, you know, what have I done? Like, you know, why have I done this? And I do think this is 2 girls now, because the Queen of Pentacles would be the Empress, which is on top of that, and the Queen, which is doubled up here. So it's that double confirmation. Yeah, Queen. The Queen of Pentacles and the King of Pentacles have both appeared on this spread here. So I think what's happened is the Queen of Pentacles, the King of Pentacles. No, hold on a minute. I've lost that. That's not it. That's not right to be true there. What was I trying to say there? They're a pair. So the King and the Queen of Pentacles is there. So what I think's happened is it's either now you can flip this over. So it's either the King of Pentacles as upgraded into a Emperor or Empress, and he's looking at his Empress thinking, why have you not upgraded? Or it is a reflection of both the Empress and the King of Pentacles that was once the King and Queen of Pentacles at one stage, and she's upgraded, and maybe he was meant to and he hasn't. It's something like that. The Fool. The Fool is underneath the Strength. You have to be a bit foolish, I think, in a way, to try and take on or trying to sort of control a lion, really. To be fair, you know, you have to, you know. So technically, yeah. The Fool was the beginning of the tarot cards. It's the number 0, and the Fool represents starting a journey, really. To be fair, and the Wheel of Fortune is right up near the end of the journey, really. So that's quite strange, that. And the Wheel of Fortune is something, again, confirmation. The Wheel of Fortune, I'll quickly show you. The Wheel of Fortune, again, is a confirmation of something coming to an end. We've got next to it, I'm speeding through, by the way. We've got next to it is the 3 of Coins, which is contracts. Or it could be work. But that, I think you'll find that is contracts. That's the contracts card. And the Knight of Wands next to that is that player. That is that player energy. That guy or woman that at any opportunity rushes in and bedazzles people with their charm, and, you know, maybe even have a couple of, I don't know, teas or coffees or even drinks, you know, or whatever their fancy is, and they'll get into those drawers and they will have a very good night. And believe me, they will have a very good night. But as fast as they come in with this night, in the morning they'll be gone as well. In modern times, you know, that's that energy. Temperance. Temperance is the card I like to associate with another balance. It's a balance card, basically, but it's a balance card of evil and good, I'd say. You know, it's, if you look at the card, it's an angel. You can see the wings, you see the cups. The cups represent emotions. You can see his foot stepping into water, and his foot's on earth, you know, and, or maybe her, I'm not sure, it could be her. And it's like the balance of both land and water, you know. It's two opposites energies, really, but you're balancing that, basically. You're pretty much a little bit like the what's it called, the Pisces card, which is the High Priestess. Pretty much the same. You could be balancing the 10 of Cups, family life. Could be, because underneath, above that, you've got the family and work. You know, these two, you know, these are the two big ones, ain't they? People are always trying to balance the difference between their work life and their family life. You know, it's a bit of a juggling situation straight away. I haven't seen the 2s anywhere, funny enough, apart from that 2 there, which is in reverse, coming out waiting. And then we've got the King of Wands. Now, King of Wands is a king of passion, really, to be fair. And I think this change, this divorce, this transformation, because you've got the Death card here, all leads back to what I said at the beginning. Something's coming to an end, and it's with great passion that's going to happen. It's with great passion that is going to happen. And I think it's gonna actually add value to this energy. I'm actually picked up and speaking for and to, and I think it's a good thing, because sometimes in a relationship you can grow apart. Now, if you grow apart, there's a couple ways that you can deal with that. You can accept it, move on, or you can be in denial and fight it, dig in, basically, and be an arse. So that's only 2 examples, but there's many more, you know, because it's tied in with the emotions, basically. But that's I think that's your read, to be fair. And it's quite sad, really, but it's for a good reason, really. I think I can see only good, you know, end of the era keeps popping up. Balance, you know, the King and the Queen of the suits come in, as well as the Emperor and the Empress has come in, which is amazing. Would have liked to see, if I could have chosen cards, I would have liked to see the 4 of Wands, because the Four Wands and the Chariot would tell me, and the Lovers card would tell me that it was a twin flame. I know some readers think that's a whole lot of faff, really, but twin flames are quite important, really, in the fact that you know, everyone here, whether you're a soul partner or a twin flame, you're there to try and add value to someone or to an energy. And some people see it as a sad thing, but actually it's an express way of learning what you should learn whilst you're here, really, to be fair. I know you probably don't get to stay with that person because that's what they're there to do, really. But yeah, it's a nice read, and I'm just gonna quickly put some Palo Santo because I want to quickly close down the read now, and I just like to cleanse the energies that have basically popped up here. Now, just before the read, right, I said to myself, if the Emperor and Empress comes up, I will have to do a twin flame read, right? So that will follow, whether it's going to be in a couple of hours or tomorrow. That will follow. That's my next read. Thank you so much for joining me today. I hope you enjoyed the read, and I like you for you to share this with someone who you think this might this might be for, if it's not for you, because I think this person does need to see this information, because they need to know that although leaving one relationship and moving into another one, it actually will escalate them in a positive way, and staying in the position that they are at the moment with that sort of battling in your minds that maybe you've chosen the wrong person. I think you should sit down with the person and explain, and try to be as humble as possible, because these you know, probably the person might not feel the same that you obviously are feeling, and it's no point staying in a relationship that doesn't serve you, not fully. Never settle for second best. Thank you.